exploring collegiate concussion reporting culture. Patrick, you can start whenever you're ready.
In 2017, the University of Alabama's head football coach made $11.1 million. The head coach of Clemson made $8.5, and the head coach of Michigan made just over $7. Now that doesn't make us feel great as academics, considering how much time we've given to the study of graduate education for much smaller paychecks. So why do we care about how much money these men are making? Also, why do we care that some individuals are willing to pay $700 for season tickets to Ohio State football games? Sorry, the Ohio State. Or the fact that Texas A&M has 27 alumni in the NFL currently. As someone who doesn't care about football, I was asking a lot of the same questions. What I do care about is the problem that the NCAA is facing. An estimated 50% of NCAA football players don't report concussions. So despite the work that's being done by psychologists all across the nation to better understand this lack of reporting, we're still coming up short. And since, as we heard earlier today, concussions are associated with long-term health problems such as chronic traumatic encephalopathy, or CTE, I wanted to understand the kind of influences that are stopping these players from reporting. I personally focused on some of the facts that I mentioned above and some of the computer science skills that I've been able to teach myself to pull some information from a handful of sites about all 130 Division I football teams in the NCAA. Then, using some fairly basic statistical techniques, I was able to explore those relationships, and from those analyses, two specific components emerged. The first one, the pressure to succeed. It was made up of financial and fan engagement variables. The second one was identity maintenance, and that had more to do with the language that each individual team used on their official Twitter accounts. The next step of this entire process was to see if either of those cultural variables was related to the amount of sustained concussions that each team had during the 2017 season. Since teams nor the NFL actually publicize how many brain injuries their players have, I was struggling to find a lot of that information, but I did find some on betting sites run by gamblers. So after scraping all of those, I was able to tally up the amount of concussions and head and neck injuries that each team sustained during the 2017 season, and then I explored the relationship between these cultural factors and those final totals. I included head and neck because those are often also leading to concussions. I found that pressure to succeed significantly predicted the amount of concussions that each team sustained during the 2017 season. This research is important for two reasons. First, it's the first time that this has been done, modeling a cultural level variable using public information and then linking it to health. Next, it really highlights the relationship that these pressures have to the actual brain health of our players. Thank you.